but this is what we're saying.
These are the hands that will take from you that which you stole from us as a class. I raised my class, not myself. And
I come from less than you. You're not noble. You're not giving some speech that's going to be remembered for the next 10 years, okay? You sound pathetic and like you need to get a job. I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing that you're doing right now. What do you think you are, like Martin Luther King, and we're all going to look back and go, oh my God, thank God for that speech. These hands are going to come. You sound violent, you sound unhinged, and you sound like you're disproportionately angry at conservatives because we don't riot and incite violence in the middle of the street.
What's up YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. Today guys, we're back into a new video. Today we're going to be checking out Radical Leftists versus Turning Point UK. Okay, this is Charlie Kirk, Candace, Owens, and so other people who are against this radical leftists. Okay, according to Charlie Cake, we got love kicking us. Let's get right to today's video, guys.
you all believe in limited government. I believe in limited government. I'm an anarchist. I believe in really limited government, right? But you touched on
socialist and an anarchist.
No,
You can't do both.
let me finish. Okay, so you said you guys were touching on something a little bit earlier. You said there is no conservative Antifa. Conservatives don't protest.
I said that.
Yeah, do you know why? I'll tell you why. There's no conservative Antifa. Conservatives, as a rule, don't protest because money talks. And you don't want limited government. You want limited government for yourselves. You don't want limited government for the working people. I'll tell you why. Because let me finish. Right? The reason there is no conservative Antifa, the reason that conservatives don't protest is because you don't need to. You hold the levers of power anyway. You own the police. You own the army. You own the media. Right? You don't need to protest. You get other people to do it for you.
Wait, okay, so...
As a class, as a collective, conservatism and the right wing rules the media. It rules the police.
Whoa, stop. I know, this is a little... There's so many... No, you've made a few, though. You've made a few here.
We talk about free speech. I'll be 2 more minutes. So you talk about limited...
No. First off, saying we rule the media, have you read a single article about Turning Point UK? Have you read a single article about Turning Point UK? Because by that standards, you're ruling the media. If you've looked at anything that's been said about us before we got here, you're ruling the media. Secondly, this idea of trying to, I'm tired of this like lazy intellectual argument of like conservatives are all rich white people, because that's what you're doing here when you say like you guys are the ruling elites. No, people, you're correct that we have jobs and we can't show up at 8 a.m. in the morning. No. I know. I'm gonna come back to you. You're correct that we have jobs and we can't show up. You've heard me. I came from absolutely nothing, so I'm not gonna let you do this little like ooh woe is me workers part. That's my entire life. Okay, I'm a conservative because I believe in hard work, and I think it's lazy to stand outside and hold a sign. I think it's lazy, okay? So if that's your excuse, you're not gonna get away with this with me, okay? You're not gonna paint conservatives as rich people that are in power and in control. You're talking to the wrong girl, okay? So come with an intellectual argument about why it is that conservatives don't riot and protest and incite violence in the middle of the street, because the answer is not because they're rich and controlling the media.
It's because we're better people.
It's your ideology.
Because we have decency and standards.
We have jobs.
I'd like an opportunity to come back on this, if possible. I thought Candace raised some very good points, and I'd like the opportunity to come back on those points. So firstly, right, when I talk about conservatives, I'm not stereotyping them as rich white people. I'm talking about them as people that subscribe to an ideology. And that ideology is the ideology of the corporation and the rule of the corporations and the rule of the corporations and the rich over the poor. Whether you are rich or whether you are poor, you support that ideology.
You're just wrong.
Now, let me just say one more thing about you talking about how you came from nothing. Well, I congratulate you on that.
Thanks.
But there's a lot of people out there that didn't. This society leaves behind a lot of losers. I congratulate you for being a winner, but how many heads did you step on to get there?
The point that I'm making is anybody can make something themselves in a free market society. That is why I am a conservative. It's not because I'm rich. It's not because I come from money. And what you're using right now is bad stereotypes to come up with you're using bad stereotypes to come up with an unsound argument. Imagine if you spent...
I want to raise my class. I want to raise my people. I don't want to raise myself. I want to raise my people. And let me tell you something.
You want to raise what?
Right? I talk to all you Tories in here. Every single one of you. I work hard, and I'm a working class man. Right? Let me tell you something, right? These are the hands, my friends, the hands that make the things that you enjoy.
Don't put your hands in someone's face.
These hands are going to be your throat very soon because we are winning, you are losing. These are the hands, bro.
Typical leftist violence. Typical leftist violence. No, but this is what we're saying.
These are the hands that will take from you that which you stole from us as a class. I raised my class, not myself. And
I come from less than you. You're not noble. You're not giving some speech that's going to be remembered for the next 10 years, okay? You sound pathetic and like you need to get a job. I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing that you're doing right now. What do you think you are, like Martin Luther King, and we're all going to look back and go, oh my God, thank God for that speech. These hands are going to come. You sound violent, you sound unhinged, and you sound like you're disproportionately angry at conservatives because we don't riot and incite violence in the middle of the street. You sound ridiculous. You just said you're going to put... What sort of example are you leading for the people in your community?
Put your hands on my throat.
What are you doing? Because the truth is, let me tell you what leftists are. You're envious of people that work harder than you. That's all you're doing right now. You're being envious, and socialism is the creed of envy and greed.
You see, the man is actually voicing out his opinion, but doing it in the wrong way. That is something about socialist people, about Democrats, about the left-wing media, about the left-wing in general. They have something to say, but they don't do it in the right way. They're acting unhinged and very, 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 very violent. There's a video I checked out earlier on about the Protestants who is standing in the streets, blocking people from going for their own daily activities. Because other people are not supporting your narrative, it does not mean you should choke it around the truth. You understand? You don't do things like that. It is terrible. You get? So, this man right here is someone who is actually unhinged. And his character itself is terrible to listen to. It's very, very, very terrible. It feels like conservative people, anyone who's conservative, they are very pride pompous and also they are very rich and they step on the pole. That is the aspect of socialism, people. That is how the seat tends to be. People who are conservative, I'm a conservative. We stick to history. We know what we're talking about. We don't have time for unnecessary dramas like what the man is displaying right here. We don't have time for such bullshit. Because what the man is doing right here is acting very jobless. He's acting like he does not have somewhere else to go. And he just wants to create a protest and carry a billboard and start shouting, oh, support this narrative. Oh, support this narrative. Conservative are evil. Conservative are wicked. No, you don't do things like that. You get. So I love how Candace Owens actually handled him, because Candace Owens actually handled him in the right parts. So your speech right there, do you think years to come, everybody will be like, wow, I'm happy that he made that statement? No. He was acting unhinged. He was acting very, 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 very aggressive. Saying this is the hands. You want to feed these people. You don't want to feed them. Like, what are you saying? And he made a very, very bad statement. He says he's going to be grabbing your throat very soon. Like, who made such statement? The man is an unhinged person. It says going to be grabbing your throat very soon. That means it's very violent. Like, you see a lot of them who are like this, they have that, for me, I'll call them mentally deranged, and they are kind of like, they give that anger aspect, they want to point to the next person because people are not actually relating with them or accepting their viewpoints. So you're angry. This is the typical left pattern. This is what we're talking about every single time. This is the typical left issue that we're having in this country. Like, a lot of these left people, they want to force their ideology into people's face, and like, you have to accept it or not. Like, you don't have not. You have to accept it, or something will happen to you. It's like a threat, which is very, 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 very bad. You understand? So, Charlie was very, very humble and patient. Turning Point US is an incredible company. And I love how Candace Owens actually handled this man. I keep on saying this. I love the way she handled him. And the man is literally unhinged. It's obvious. Like, someone who needs to be checked on. Because his behavior is uncalled for. It's absurd. Comment down below what you think about this video. Give us a thumbs up. Share this video as many as you can. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Know how it is. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay safe.